Welcome to World 11 News Channel.
Things change permanently for the Yellowjackets gals, both in 1996 and the present, at the end of Season 2. As teenagers, the girls are out in the freezing cold with nowhere to sleep, while their adult counterparts are shaken after the dramatic events of the Season 2 finale. Meanwhile, all of the biggest secrets from Season 1, what actually happened to Adam, who was behind the blackmail plot, are out in the open, at least in the present. In the past, Misty, Samantha Hannity, is still keeping secrets from her teammates, and Coach Ben, Steven Kruger, will have some serious explaining to do when the team finds out about his role in the cabin burning down. They have bigger problems to deal with, however, like not starving to death before the winter ends. What's more, the last 2 episodes of Season 2 reveal more details about the hunt we've seen glimpses of since the pilot, namely who gets chosen and why. But there are still many questions left unanswered. So, let's break down the Yellowjackets Season 2 ending and what might be in store for the characters in Season 3. Where are the Yellowjackets in 1996? The team, now down a few members, although they live on in the survivors' stomachs, are wandering through the wilderness after their cabin burned down in the Season 2 finale. The girls managed to grab their blankets and a few tools as they fled, but they're now without shelter for a moment. In the penultimate episode of Season 2, Coach Ben discovers a cave in the nearby woods, where the gang is seen hiding out in the Season 3 trailer. But since Ben burned down the cabin, fearful of the cannibal cult the girls have become, he may have some sort of further agenda. Those aren't the only tensions heading into Season 3. At the end of Season 2, Lottie, Courtney Eaton, steps down from her position as the unofficial Antler Queen and appoints Natalie, Sophie Thatcher, as the leader of the Yellowjackets. However, Shauna, Sophie Nalise, is not happy with this decision, setting the stage for further conflict in the upcoming season. Where are the Yellowjackets in the present day? They're not doing great. Lottie Simone Kessel is being held at a mental hospital after Walter, Elijah Wood, called the cops on the Yellowjackets' messed-up reunion in the woods. Though the women agreed an emergency mental response team was in Lottie's best interest, Taissa, Tawny Cypress, and Van Lauren Ambrose canceled the plan and seemed to be up to something. Then there's Misty, Christina Ricci, who accidentally killed her best friend. More on that later. One character who is actually doing okay is Shauna Melanie Linsky. She's no longer suspected of murdering Adam Martin, for now anyway, and has the support of her family. Crime has really brought them together. Her daughter Callie, Sarah Desjardins, is more sympathetic to her mom than ever before, having shot Lottie in the arm to save Shauna from getting sacrificed. Be careful what you wish for, though, because based on the Season 3 trailer, Callie may soon demand the truth about what happened in the woods. What happened to Natalie? Poor Natalie Juliette Lewis, one of the most traumatized of the Yellowjackets. Although it's close, Natalie has struggled with addiction and suicidal thoughts ever since returning from the wilderness. That's why Lottie had her cult followers kidnap Natalie at the beginning of Season 2, and her time on the compound seems to have brought Natalie some peace, until Misty accidentally stabbed her with a syringe full of poison. Natalie's newfound serenity only makes her death sting a little less. Her life was tragic, and so was her death. She gets a moving farewell on the show, finding herself back on the plane one more time surrounded by her dead friends and her younger self. After Lottie tells her to just let it in, Natalie envisions being engulfed by a bright, white light as she takes her last breaths. She's taken out on a stretcher and declared dead by drug overdose, making her return highly unlikely. Are Taissa and Van back together? The teenage versions of Taissa, Jasmine Savoy Brown, and Van, Liv Hewson, are in a relationship, and there's still romantic tension between them as reunited adults in the present day. They kissed next to the fire at Lottie's compound and collaborated on a scheme to make the hunt actually happen. Taissa blames Van for that, saying she was just doing what her ex told her to do. Trauma bonding is powerful, though, and first-look images from Season 3 show the couple in romantic poses. Outside of their relationship, both characters' futures are uncertain. Van has been diagnosed with terminal cancer and only has a few months left to live. Thais' political career and her marriage to Simone, Rukia Bernard, are in serious trouble when she gets back to reality. If Simone survived the car crash that put her in the hospital in Season 2, that is, then there's the problem of the other self that comes out when Thais is sleepwalking. You know, the one that killed her dog in a blood sacrifice to win her state senate election. So, can Van and Thais' love survive Season 3? You'll have to tune in to see. When does Yellowjackets Season 3 premiere?